So what we completed up to now, whatever in the no from the first from the starting. No, that is last class. Just I'm revising what we completed.
Ops.
Yes, in the oops. Yes, that is the abbreviation of oops. So in the oops we come first we have seen about what is object. So to create an object we need class. So we are seeing about class, how to create class and that all thing. Then we are seeing about that class is consisting two things. That what is that? One is
Methods and functions.
attributes and methods. Attributes we can call it as variables also. Attributes.
Variables. Attributes or variables.
So totally how many types? Three types. Three types. So already instance,
Instance variable.
class,
Class and static.
static. Next. What is the next one? Methods.
Three
So
methods.
what are the methods we have?
Instance method, class method.
So same these three types only. But we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
taking the methods. Then fifth one. Then what we are seeing? What we learn? Access modifiers.
Three access
In that,
modifiers.
how many types?
Three.
So in that categorized
Public,
into
protect,
two types again. So what are those?
public, public,
One is
protect.
no. It is also having attributes.
Yes, ma'am, attributes.
Attributes we can call that as same
Variables.
variables or we can call it as members also. We can call any name. All are same. So this is also three types. What are those?
Public,
Public,
protector,
private,
private, and
protected.
protect.
So we completed this one. Same next in the second methods. In this same these three types, but that are those are methods. We are creating a methods. So we are completed up to this. Next, after this, what we learn?
These things.
Features,
Inheritance. Features of ops.
oops,
Oops.
or we can call that as concept in core concept in oops or
Core
concept in.
concepts. Okay.
No, I don't know about this Google Meet. Do you know? This
How
is
to
Google
record.
Meeting, right? How to record? Do you know? Yes. Stop. 1 second. Normally, Window, Shift, R. I pressed that one. The icon. Control Shift R. But I can't see anything. Yes. Window Shift R, right? I got it, but it's not showing anything. I why? Yeah, yeah. Start button. Where's the start button? Yes. Go window shift R, but it's not working here. Let will check 1 second. Is there any option here? Mhm. This is our meeting. Yes. Did not share your screen.
Ma'am, only you need to
Let us
press
try.
shift and window and R. Three of the buttons should be pressed
Yeah, yes. I
simultaneously.
pressed that one, but it's not working.
Yeah,
Video and select the screen.
select the screen. How much screen you wanted.
This one. Video. Where is the video option? Hmm. Video. D. Yeah. Uh, Save window R. I didn't get anything. 1 second. I think window. So I got like this. Where? 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 It's not showing. That's what I'm telling. But I'm pressing window shift R. Like this, I got. Welcome this window and this window. Okay. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay. We will do tomorrow. We will, connect personally. That I will complete today. Okay. If we are taking the backup sessions, right? That time. Okay. So where we are? Features of oops.
Features of
Search.
Opco concepts.
Oops. We can say anything. That both are same. P is not working. Okay. So in this,
Ma'am, why Reddy is not joining our classes?
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry,
Mhm.
I didn't ask personally to anyone if she's interested. She's working. I think. I don't know. You are only talking with her, right?
Yeah, she didn't reply, ma'am.
I think she's busy with her work. I think. So,
Yeah,
so
East
what
is
about
then still
inheritance?
polymorphism.
So everyone life is different, right? Lifestyle is
Yes,
different,
ma'am.
right? If she is married,
Don't know.
don't know. I too don't know. Inheritance, polymorphism, then encapsulation, hmm.
I
Fourth
don't know
one
about
is
this in constellation.
abstraction.
Abstraction. Okay.
So no. I didn't explain this one. In the polymorphism only, we are left with two more concepts, three more concepts. So
Ma'am,
yesterday
who
I said,
joined the class yesterday? I didn't join the class.
yes, I took the class because I want to. I have to take. They are
So,
mentioning.
so,
They are
so you're
attending.
recording by yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
No, they are telling me you have to complete it within the time. That's why.
I'm wondering how we are going to, who is going to attend the class. Certainly, we both are there, and who's the third person who's attending the
You are
class?
telling you both are there, but some people are going through recordings because some people are busy, right? So that's why they said just record. If they are not attending, just record yourself. They will go through the recording. Some people are asking personally if they have any doubt.
Are they able to understand, ma'am?
Yes, in middles, some two people are attended. I don't know. I didn't remember. So they are going through recordings because they are working. So they don't have time to attend at this time. So they are going through recordings. So that's what they are telling me like that. So in the polymorphism, what we have seen? Mm, one,
Overriding and over
yes, overriding, overloading.
overload.
In the overloading, in the overloading, that's it. One is
Hmm.
mm, constructor
Hmm.
overloading
Constructor overloading. Method overloading. Okay.
method overloading, and we are left with one more. Today I will explain that one. Method
Yeah, the overloading.
overloading
Constructing method overloading.
and operator overloading.
Operator.
Yes, I didn't say it about this one. Today in the our regular class I will explain about this. And after, yes, three types. Three types. Okay. So in this also we have some other concepts separately related to polymorphism only, but not, this is quite different. I mean, if we are not using inheritance, we have to use duct typing. So I will explain, then you can understand. So yesterday I explained this both, duct typing and interface. So I explained about this both yesterday class, in yesterday class. So
Duck typing and interface.
yes, operator overloading. Today I will explain in our regular class. So I will explain this both. Okay, shall I copy this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Constructor method operator. In operator we have more too. Duck typing and interface.
Here,
Are they similar, ma'am?
yes,
Are they similar to the other above ones?
polymorphism, but not that much similar. With the
Okay.
concept, you can understand why we are also. Okay. Today, what is the date? Why it's not showing? My system is hanging. It's not working properly. It's not working. Okay. 16th April. Yes, I will do that, but it's my keyboard buttons are not working. That's I'm checking. Yes, but it's not starting. Why? I don't know. Okay. He also not working. April, Tuesday, Tuesday. iPhone is not working. What else? Okay, no, it's working. So I'm copying here itself.
Ma'am, now you need to say your company, ma'am, to give you a new laptop. Laptop is not working, thus ask them to replace it.
This is my own laptop. They won't give any laptop.
Okay, they don't give us.
Yes. And students also they will work their own laptop only. We are not providing anything.
Mhm.
Okay. So I copied here itself. So yesterday I explained about duct typing and interface. First we have to understand what is duct typing. Before that we have, so I will explain this both thing. Before that, first why do we need this both concept here? First we have to understand. So duct typing makes your code simple and flexible. So So if we are using the duck typing, that simple we can understand easily, and everyone can understand that duck typing concept.
What
Okay,
is the meaning of that, ma'am? Duck typing.
so I will explain.
Ma'am, we haven't done before overriding. One more method is
So see this one.
overriding,
Yeah.
overloading, and then operator.
Operator today in today class I will explain regular class.
Okay.
So see this. This
Duck
is dot
typing.
typing. So what it's having is, so normally we have the same method, right? So I will explain. So it's having same method in different classes. If we want to access this speak method in subclass, we have to definitely we have to inheritance that main class. Then only we will create an object and we can access this method normally.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
in this duck typing, what we will do is we are what is this what these both are related to what dog and cat. These both are
And
animals, right? These both are animals, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, right. So what we have to create parent like class space animal. We have to create that parent class.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we have to inherit from that animal. We have to inherit these both things normally.
Yes,
Inheritance
subclasses, dog.
yes. Normally we are doing like that to access these subclasses methods. To access this subclasses method, we have to inherit like that. But here, when we are using the duck typing, we don't need to inherit the inherit the parent class. Directly, we have to create separate classes. Okay, separate classes, and we have to create their own methods. I mean, I'm using same methods. So if we want to access these both methods separately, I mean at a time,
We need to create an object first.
no. Normally we are creating object that is okay.
Yes, ma'am. Then
But
we can access it.
yes, but here here to access these both methods, we have to create one function.
Mm-hmm.
If we are creating a parent class, then only we can access these both methods, both subclasses. But did I inherit from any parent class? Means it's
No, these
not
are separate
subclasses, right?
classes. You're
Separate
saying
classes,
in
right?
this duck typing we have separate classes. We don't have any inheritance.
Yes. So if we want to access this speak method from the both classes, first
Mm-hmm.
what we have to do is we have to create one separate function for that.
Okay.
So, so I'm creating function. I mean method name, and you have to pass the argument. So you can take
Ma'am, function make underscore sound. What is function?
function is not. This is function name.
So
So
you're
how
not giving after function. You're not using underscore, ma'am. There
where
underscore
this
function
is
underscore
normal.
make underscore sound.
This is normal method. You can take any name here.
Yeah. What is the meaning of function then? Why we are using the keyword as
This is
function?
they
Do we
are
need to use it?
mentioning this is one function. That's it. This is not related to any. See, see.
Okay.
Now you can understand.
Yeah, we can understand now. Def
Okay.
make
Okay.
underscore sound.
This
So
is
make underscore sound is the function we are using now,
yes.
method.
Here
And
we are,
animal is the parent class.
yeah, for this, so we are not caring about what class it is, just we have
Yeah.
to access this both method. So for that, to access this both method, we have to create one function. So these both are related to animal, right? We
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
pass that animal. So you can specify any name. If you are not, if you don't know any name related to that one, you have to keep entity keyword.
So, ma'am, entity keyword. So, is it an argument we are writing in the brackets?
Yes, yes.
So, can you write them, ma'am, so that we can understand
What I have to write? Tell me.
in a clear manner? So, what we are writing in the brackets are they arguments or
This
what?
is
Before earlier, we used to write as parent class, right?
for creating
Okay.
uh, to access, yes, yes, you can
This
understand
is
easily
function
later.
for
To
creating to
access
access.
class, different class methods, different class methods. So what are the methods we have for these different classes? Only same name, right?
Why we are using same methods one speak? Can we use different methods or do
If
we
we
need to use the same method what we are using in class doc?
see this one, so I'm creating one function for the speak method only.
Yes, ma'am.
So what it will do is, if we are creating an object for these both classes, if we want to access this speak method, then
Mm-hmm.
it is accessible because we are creating function, right? Through this function we have to access. If we are giving any other name like this is
Ma'am, can
student.
you repeat it once again, ma'am? I didn't get you.
So I am creating function for the same methods. I mean, if both classes have same method, that's I want to access through this function. If I am creating different functions, suppose here I am creating one more function like skill, something like this. If I'm trying to access through this function, it will throw the error or none something. We cannot access this method, but because here we are mentioning only speak method, right? If we are
Yes,
mentioning
ma'am.
this method, I mean, like if we are having one more, right? So we are mentioning what is that method, skill,
Skin.
then we can access that method also. But I didn't mention the this one, right? So what is the use of this duck typing is, we have, if we have the same method name in different classes, we have to
Mm-hmm.
access at a time. At that time, we have to create duck typing function for that method. So here only we have two classes, right? If I have some other class like class, tell me any other animal name. Uh, Catfish, rat. Okay, if I am creating that one. So same, this speak method is having here itself. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's taking this one also. Okay. This speak method, wrap also consisting same speak method. Like this, if we have same method in different many number of classes, if we want to access this speak method, we through this, I mean, with this class, at a time if you want to access, you have to create one function for that. Then you can easily access the method without inheritance concept. You can access the methods through this function. So you can understand with one practical thing. So see here, no need to inherit from the base class. Do we create any parent class here? No, right?
No.
So just need to have method name. So here we are mentioning the speak method. We have some other
So,
name.
so
We
you're
have
saying we need to use the same method, ma'am, or different methods we can use it?
no, no. If we are having the all the different classes is having same method, at that time we have to create method for that. I mean, we have to create function for that. What is the, yes?
So you're saying that whenever we recognize that say different classes are there, but we are using the same methods, then
Ah,
we can
yes,
use this
yes,
method.
yes.
We have to introduce a method. This one you're saying,
Yes.
def.
So if
Okay.
we want to access each class, we have to inherit one by one, right? This is
Yes,
for
ma'am.
animal. We have to inherit. Again, we have to inherit this one. Again, we have to inherit. So to avoid that one, just we have to create one function for that. So this is, you have to take this like base class. If you are, this is the argument only, we are not creating any parent class. Just imagine this as parent for that class. classes,
So
our
you're
class.
saying we doesn't require to use every time one function,
Yes.
define a function and then method everything. We can
Yes.
use only one method.
So we have to use only one function. Through that, we can access all the classes methods. So you
Classes.
can
Okay.
understand with the example. So let me open. See this, you can understand easily. So what are the classes we have? How many classes we
Dog
have here?
cat. Two.
One,
Two classes are
two
there.
classes. So we have
Yeah, two
two
classes
classes.
are there. And we are using a speak method.
Then we have
We are
same
using
method in both classes.
yeah, speak
What is
method
the
we are
method?
using. Speak
Speak
method.
method.
Not seek, ma'am. Speak.
Yeah, he is not working. Okay. Speak method for
Speak method.
block both classes.
Ma'am, you need to write the method, ma'am, before for
Same speak method. Yes.
speak
Yes.
method. Write it as method there. Yeah,
For
method for
both
both
classes.
classes.
Okay, we have
Yeah.
same speak method for both classes. At this time, at this time, we have to create. We have to use duck typing method. Duck typing method. So duck typing method is nothing but we have to create function for. I mean method or function. We can say function here. Okay. Function for that
Different
method.
class.
That method. So method is nothing but here we are taking speak. So we have to create a function for the speak method. So see this. So here, yes. Uh, okay, fine. So now we have the dog class and cat class. In this, both we have the same method but different statement. See this? In this dog, we have the oof. We can say anything. But I'm writing oof. Here I'm writing cat says meow. So when I'm calling this method, we have to get the statement like oof. When I'm calling this method, we have to print like meow. So for that we have to create one function. Normally, if we want to access, what we will do without this method, can we access directly? So
We
let
create an object.
yeah, let me try. Uh,
D
d
equal to
d equal to dog.
then then write
C equal to cat.
class.
Okay. No, I
Hmm.
want to access speak method. Dot speak.
Dot seek
So it's taking running time.
ma'am. Why we are getting two, ma'am?
Two. Where?
Because we used only D. So dog output
Still it's not giving result.
woof meow.
That is previous answer. Previous answer. It's taking more time, right? Okay.
We got it. Woof.
Maybe yes. We got like this. Let we'll try with C dot
C dot speak.
speak. So we have to access like this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But if we want to access through function, same method, then what we will do? This is related to uh, normal object creation. We can say. Regular.
This is normal object, regular how you do object creating and then accessing.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Is it okay? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
this is related to what?
Duck
I
typing.
already I wrote function creating to access class method. That is duck type. So using duck type I am writing here. Using duck type. How we can access through this? This is one way and this is one more way. So oh sorry, right? So what I am doing is I am creating a function for that. Yes, where control backslash. Okay, select all and control backslash. So then here we are creating one function for this speak method. How to create function? We have to use the def keyword. Then you can take any name, any function name. So this is related to sound, right? Animal sound, right? So I'm taking the make sound. Function name is make sound. Then we have to pass the argument like animal. This is related to animal, right? You can take animal or else entity. So I'm writing here. You can yes, you can take their related argument or entity. If you don't know how to give the argument, just give entity.
So,
Okay.
ma'am, can you write there as in the place of animal entity so that we can understand what it's gonna
First
be?
we will implement this, then we'll
Okay.
go with
Okay, fine.
entity. Okay.
Entity.
Now, first what we need, we have to access the speak method, right? To access the speak method, we have to take the argument as a variable, then dot that method name. So through this we can access the method. I mean,
Argument, then method name.
yes, method name. Then directly through this function we can access the all the classes.
So you're writing there as we don't care if it's
We
dog or
don't care
cat.
if it is dog or cat, whatever the animal it is, whatever the class name it is.
So can you write there, ma'am, what is animal argument? Use the argument keyword and then speak method
I wrote here,
as a
right?
syntax, ma'am,
Where this
in the
one.
third line, so that we can
Animal
understand.
is argument dot method name. Okay,
Argument dot method, yeah.
method name. And then
That's it.
so first what we have to do, same normal thing. We have to give the we have to create the object for
So
that. This is object.
earlier we used to write as object and then method name we used to write. Now we are writing argument then method name in
Object
operate
creation. Yes. This is
in duck
object
typing.
creation. Normal thing. So in the place of D, I am taking total name. Dog equal to, I created one object for the dog class.
So ma'am, for object creation, do we need to write full name or we can write anything?
Yes, if, with your convenient way, you can write. But you have
Okay.
to remember that is related to this object, this class. So this is the class names, right? Dog and cat are the class name. I'm creating an object for that. So to remember that one, you can take dog or else you can keep D. It's your wish.
Okay.
If you are giving full name, you can easily identify it. If you are giving shortcut name, is
So always better to write the full name
yes.
to
It's
get.
your wish. Okay.
Okay.
Then so normally, how we can access this one through this object name. Here, what I am
Yeah.
using
D dot.
D
Then
dot speak we use, right?
yeah, method we use.
But
But
here,
here we are
what I am
using
using is I am using the method name. I mean function name. What is the function
function
name?
name.
Make sound.
Make underscore out.
So make sound is my method name, and I am passing the object name over here. What is my object? Dog.
Dog.
First, to access the speak method, already we are implemented. So see this, in the place of animal, I am passing the dog. So dog is
Mhm.
related to which object? Dog class. So
Dog
it's
class.
automatically going to this method. Through this function, it will access this method. So what it will be printed here?
Oof.
Oof. Then
So, ma'am, can you write them? And make underscore sound is the function
okay.
name, syntax of
So
that function name,
function
and then
name.
class name.
This is not class name, object name. So we
Okay,
are
okay.
creating object here, right, for the class. This is object
So previously we used to write as object this thing class name.
where
Previous, yeah.
yes, here we are using the, here we are accessing the method directly. To avoid this, we are creating one function. So through this we are accessing this method. Did I write any speak method here?
No, ma'am.
No, just I am using this function. Through this function, it's calling this method. So what we have in this functionality? So this speak method directly calling here through this object. So I'm passing the dog, right? In the place of animal, it's taking the dog, dog object. Then it's going to dog object. Then what is dog object? We cannot say like parent. Okay, like that.
Ma'am, in duck typing, you said there is no parent or anything like that. We have to create a class and then
That's
define the
why
method.
without
No,
having base class, we have to use this function directly.
we don't create any parent class.
Yes. So
We have to create classes.
you can consider this as parent. I said right. If you want to understand, take this as parent class.
Ma'am, don't say as parent, ma'am. Then again afterwards we'll get confused.
Then how you can understand? You can understand.
So, ma'am, you said as argument, right? We'll say as argument or entity.
So the, tell me one thing. How it will be work? This second one. Tell me first. This is function name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is object name.
Object name. How it
So
will
we are
work?
going to get the
So
output as
this is no,
meow.
no, no. What is the implementation way? I mean, how it's implemented. So this is make sound, right? Which method
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
calling? Make sound. This
Make
method.
sound is calling this one.
Yes, make
This
sound.
one.
This method will be
Yes,
called
animal.
in the
It's
place
going
of
into animal.
argument. In the place of animal, what I passed.
Cat.
So what it will take? It will take cat, right?
Cat
Now,
and define
what,
as meow.
what it will access? It's
Cat.
accessing through method with cat object. What is a cat object is containing? Which class this method is
Pick.
accessing?
Which
This one,
class
right?
is cat class?
So see this. This is the object name, right? This object name related to which class? This one. So this
So
is
you're
directly.
saying, ma'am, system is going to recall everything. When we are
So
saying cat equal to cat, this thing.
this will be called here. So this is the implementation process.
Make sound
So
cat.
what it will
So
be
make
print
sound
here?
is the function. Cat is the
So Miam will be printed. So you have to understand how it will be. I mean, what is the implementation?
the system
What
goes first into make sound function and see what the argument is going on. Then it sees the class, then give the answer.
right? Law. Let I will. So do we get same right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm writing entity. So I'm not removing this one. Just I'm creating one more function. So in the place of animal entity. entity. Okay. Now I'm running this one. Do we got same output?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you don't know what you have to pause here. Just you have to take keyword like entity. That's it. So it will take directly that method from this, right? This is related to duck typing. Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
one more example for this. So this is also related to animal only. I mean, so see here, I'm taking separate method also here. So how many classes we are created here? Tell me.
One, one
One,
is bird,
two, three. One is
airplane,
bird, airplane, and fish.
fish.
Three
Three are
classes.
there.
Three
Three
classes.
classes has been created,
Then how many methods we
and
have? One.
one, two, three.
No, no, no. Only one is
Fly.
fly
Only
method.
two are there. Fly and
Two,
swim.
two methods. What are those?
Fly and
One is
swim. Fly,
okay. One
swim.
minute. It's not working. One is fly method, and the second
And
one is
swim.
swim method. So here we have swim method for these three classes. Fly method and swim method both are there. So if we want to access the fly method, so yes, yes, this is
Yes.
another example for the duck typing. So see this. So I'm taking the different method here, right? Can we access this through this function? So it is having only fly method. Do we have the swim method here? So I created one function for this all, that is
Let
let
it
it
fly.
fly. Okay.
Let it fly. That's the
So
function you have
here
created.
for this function, I'm just implementing only one method, that is fly. Do we have the fly method for this fish?
No.
No, right? So first, I'm trying to access the bird and
So, ma'am, you're printing a statement like entity dot fly. So it's gonna take entity and then fly. Fly is flying high and zooming through the sky.
yes,
We are going to get the output as those.
yes. So see this. I didn't run this one. I mean, I'm not taking the third class here. Fish is the
Okay.
third class, right? Did I
Yes,
create
ma'am.
any object for this? Through
No.
this function, did I implement? No, right?
No.
So
Yes, ma'am.
I will implement that is in separate cell. See this.
We are not able to see the output. Flying high, zooming through the sky.
If I am accessing this fish, what will the output? So
If you are accessing the this thing means swimming in the ocean.
do we get that one?
Swimming in the ocean.
Do we
Hmm.
have any method of swimming here?
No, no, self.
Then what will the output? No,
No,
we
let
will
it
get an
fly.
error because we
Why,
don't
ma'am?
have that method, right, in the function. If we are mentioning that method here, then it will give the
Which
output.
method you're saying, ma'am?
Here we don't have fly method, right, in this class. Do we have
Yeah,
fly method?
we have swim method.
Yes.
Swim method we are having. So we are not writing now swim method.
Yes. For the swim method, did I create any function? Duck typing
No,
function?
no.
So through this function, I can access only fly method. I can't access this swim method because I didn't mention
Okay, if you
swim
have demonstrated a duck type function for for
those
swim
entities.
method, then we are
Yes,
going to get the output. If you are not
yes.
demonstrating anything, means we are
You
not going
don't
to
get.
get. We are going to get as error.
Yes, yes. So let me
Okay.
run this. So fish object has no attribute fly. So it's clearly telling that one. So see this. This function is accessible for only
So
fly method.
for that attribute is swim. We
Yes,
don't have fly attribute for fish.
yes, yes. Now you
Okay.
can understand, right? So why
Yes,
we
ma'am.
need to use is if we are having the same fly method in different classes, like we are having 100 number of classes, if we have same method, then
Mhm.
we can directly create one function. For that we can access all the classes at a time. Through that
So
function we can
that is
access.
known as duck typing.
Yes. So you can understand, right? This is
So,
related
ma'am,
to,
we need to see whether whenever we see the program, we have to see whether we have the same functions or not. If they are having the same functions, then we need to use a duck typing.
yeah, you can use duck typing, or you
Demonstrate
can
duck
use the,
typing,
this is one
overloading.
concept, this is one concept, you can use this one, or else you can use the
What is the
inheritance.
another option you're saying, ma'am?
Inheritance.
Oh, yeah, we know that inheritance.
Yeah, you have
And
to
also
inherit.
overloading, you said.
Yeah, this is related to overloading also. So see this, these both are having the same method, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is which type it is? Method overloading, right?
Method overload. Yes, ma'am.
You have, in this will get all the things. So this is related to polymorphism only. So we have another example. See,
This
for
is
the duck typing.
transaction. Online banking.
Yeah, online
Ma'am,
banking. This is
three
real time
classes.
scenario.
Online banking, ATM,
So how many
and
classes
tech.
do we have?
Three classes.
One, two, three classes.
Two and
For
three.
these three
Mhm.
classes, what is the same method?
Same method
Transaction.
is transaction method we are using for three
So
of them.
transaction with a different statement.
Yes, with different statements. So now we are
So,
demonstrating a dot typing
yes, duck typing. So I'm
function
creating for the duck typing function,
process
that is process
transaction.
transaction. So I'm giving the entity. So I don't know how to, what is I have to mention.
Ma'am, we can give entity, or we can also give us transaction.
Uh, you
Can
can
we,
take
or no? We
entity.
have to use entity only.
You can use any name here, but you have to remember that is related to that one. I mean, this
So,
is
ma'am,
taking the
are we going to use transaction or entity?
entity. I mean, this is related to this class names. You can take entity or any other argument also.
Like we are having right now, we have three
Just now we have
transactions.
seen, right? Just now we have seen, right? So here we are using the one. So I'm not removing this one also. You can take animal. In the place of animal, if you don't know what I have to mention argument or what I have to pass an argument, at that time you have to give entity. If you
Entity.
don't
Okay.
know what argument you have to give, just to give the entity. This is the predefined one. That is not must to you, must and should you have to use this entity. You can take any name. So if you don't know, you have to mention this thing. If you are mentioning this entity, then you can understand this is related to duck typing. That's why
Okay, ma'am.
you can easily understand that is related to duck typing. Once go through this once again. So here I am
Use
taking the, I'm creating one function for that. Then which method I am accessing in this function? This transaction.
trans.
So further, through this function, I am accessing all the objects. So you can directly give object name here, or else you can take like this also.
You can create an object, then
Object creation. You can create like this.
yeah, object
What is it?
creation.
For the online, so I'm taking shortcut. This is related to online banking. So I'm creating an object for that. Uh, ATM. This is related to ATM.
So, ma'am, is it necessary that we need to write create object, or we can use the same
You,
method what
you
you're
can
using right
directly
now?
give object over here, or else you can create one object in this variable. You have to create one I mean, you have to store this object in one variable. That's your wish. Both are
So
working.
you're saying first we need to write the duck typing method what we have used, and then
Yes.
write the class name in the brackets. That's
This
it.
is, so see this. So I created one object, right? For this
Yes,
all,
ma'am.
normally you know. So here what I am mentioning, directly I am giving the object name over here. Instead of giving direct object name, what, where we are storing this online banking,
Oh,
in the
oh,
O. Like this you can mention, or else you can directly give, this is one way. So I will tell both the ways. This is one way.
A and T.
See, this is one way. Okay. Okay. Do we got? This is one way, or else to access. So I'm writing implementation
Two ways of implementing access.
about code.
In implementation of
Okay, this is one way.
how code.
The second way is you can directly give the object name in the function. So what is the function name here? Process transaction.
Process underscore transaction.
Directly
Then
you
in bracket we need to write the class name.
directly you have to give the object name. What is the object
Class
for this? When we are
online
giving the parenthesis, that will be accessing like
bank.
object. So online banking is the class name. I am creating object like this. Directly you
Okay,
can
when we are
say
giving parenthesis, it's
that
object.
is object. If you are not giving parenthesis, that is related to class. So what is the second one? ATM. Did we get? Okay.
Here ATM.
So directly you can pass like this. What is
Ma'am,
the
write the ma'am side beside you can write
yeah?
that when we are using parenthesis, it's an object. When we are not using parenthesis, then it is a
I already wrote many times. Okay, I will write again.
okay.
What is the third one? Teller. This is also giving same answer. Okay. So I'm writing here online banking. This is why it's not working. This is class name. I mean without parenthesis.
Third parenthesis is a class name, and when we are using parenthesis, it's a
So if
object.
I am mentioning like online banking with parenthesis, then what is this? Object.
Object.
Look for the class. Why it's not working? Oh shit. So object name with parenthesis. Okay. So underscore is not working. Okay. You have to try to understand this one. Okay. This is also not working. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the both ways. Now, this is said right. Okay. Let I will explain one more concept that is interface. Your brother is there or not?
Don't know, ma'am.
Why is silent? Okay. So next one is no. That is 8:30. I will start that at 8:30. So present Bharat sir is taking the class. Just wait and see. I will see. So after seeing this, I am updating you. Sir is taking the another class. I am telling like after 8:30. At 8:30 I will take because sir is taking the PySpark class 7:30 to 8:30. This is the sir mail ID. So sir is taking. Sir is always busy. But sir is not taking. Not sure. Yeah. Sir is telling 7:15. I think it's finished. But, so that is related to different one, right?
Let's complete this one.
Hmm. Without this one, your sister will be beat me. I can't understand how you can go to this, ma'am. Okay. Can you share me code, notebook, coding book?
And if I can't understand, I'm not gonna sleep.
So sir is completing his class, I think. Yeah. Yes, yes.
Goodbye.
Not for us. That is related to them. Okay, let me complete this. Then we will start because you both are here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So next one is interface. So what is interface?
Typing interface.
So don't see about this
Ma'am, duck
abstract.
typing and interface. What are these two?
So this is related to different concept. The
Is
polynomial
it
concept.
coming in overriding or what?
ఒక్క నిమిషం. One second, one second.
Acha. Okay. I thought they are like this thing overriding, method overriding and overloading. Adela, once we are able to understand the initial class, we are able to understand other classes very well.
Let's have the.
It's like, whenever we see, we recognize that there are different classes are going on and methods are same. Then we can use a duck typing. It's a type,
So you can use that inheritance concept, or else
or we
you
can
can use
use
this
this
one.
duck typing.
You first you have what you have to you try to understand the concept first, then try to analyze both the things. Then you can understand with this only single.
So, which is time consuming, ma'am?
Yes,
Which is beneficial for us? Is it duck typing or inheritance?
it's a, depends on the requirement. Okay.
So you're saying we need to see the
Mm.
scenario, what's
So
going on in
some
the program.
some classes are we use the, so just now we have seen bank scenario, right? In the transactions are repeated,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So when we are creating different, I mean different same transaction method in different classes. So where we are using that one, we're having a
Duck
same.
typing.
No, no. Apart from this duck typing, where we are using in the
Inheritance.
method overriding,
Yeah.
right? Just wait. I will conclude one second. I will open before class. So I too will clear your doubt. This is only right. Method overload. Oh, yeah. So we'll see this example. Then you can understand. So just we are not create inheriting anything, right? So we'll see in the method overriding what we done. Overloading. Sorry, overloading. This what we are doing. Same bank scenario did we implement? No. Bank scenario is not there, right? Yes. See this? Yes. See this? What we are doing here? So we are creating same interest rate, but we are what we are doing here? We are inheriting. We are using the inheritance concept here. From the
Yes.
bank account, from the bank account, we are inherited each class, each subclass. Yes. Yes. This is the one way. This is the one process. Yes. Instead of this method overriding, you can use the duck typing, right? But you don't have to inherit each time.
We,
Then
we, we
for
need
this,
to write as entity there,
yes, you
not
have
back
to
on
create
bank account.
create one function for this bank account. Then you can access this all classes. So what we will do, we don't need to create this bank account directly. What you have to do, def def one.
That's
This
back
is a
account.
transaction, right? Process transaction. In that you can take bank account or else entity. with that entity dot this interest rate.
Then object name we need to write.
Yes, entity dot interest
Or
rate.
function.
Then you can access this all the class names,
Yeah.
right? Now it's
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
clear? So you
Yes, ma'am.
can't understand each concept separately. You have to analyze all the oops concepts. With that, which one is better? You have to analyze that one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. If
Now,
some error is there where we can't able to solve, then we can use both the methods and see whether
yeah,
method is working or that method
which
is
is
working.
more flexible,
Yeah.
easy way. You have to use that one. Uh, when you know that all things is, you have to practice and practice. At the time only you can understand which method is better, like that. But you have to understand that concept. This
For
is
these all
related
things,
to
we
this
need to work
method.
in one company, ma'am, so that we can
Yes,
get to know everything.
yes. So interface. What is an interface? So I will give you in the ending one project I will implement. Okay. So I will give the assignment also. I will tell some. I mean starting one. I will give that object. I mean project. You have to finish. Okay. You are completed Power BI. So in the with the Power BI, we can implement the using pandas. We can implement that Power BI related things like what you are doing. If
You
you
didn't
have
show
any,
us, ma'am.
yes,
You didn't show us how to do that.
yes, I didn't explain because you are not attending, right? We have to take the session like this. We have to take the session like this, but you are not giving time to me. Okay,
Ma'am, you need to take it, ma'am. Don't leave us, please.
so let me complete this. We will finish the class. After this, we will talk personally. Okay. Okay. This is related to interface. What is interface is we have to create one method, main method in the base class. Okay. If whatever
Ma'am,
we
once
are
again,
creating the
ma'am, once
base,
again, can you repeat?
yeah.
In interface?
So let me give you with example. Mm. So
No, ma'am, something you were talking on that interface.
yes. So see this one interface. So first we are creating one parent class. In that we have to create one method in the parent class. So that method what we are creating in the base class, we must and should use in the base classes also. That is the rule of interface. This we can call it as interface. Up to this we can call it as interface. Okay. So we must use this calculate interest method in each subclasses. See this subclass is also having calculate interest. This subclass is also having calculate interest. And this current account subclass is also having calculate interest. So this is one rule for the interface. You must have to use this same method. With that you can use any other method. But must and should have to use the same method over here. Did you understand? So
Yes,
take
ma'am.
an example,
So
real time
you're saying, like in parent class, if you are using any method, that method should be repeated in all the
all the
subclasses.
subclasses. Yes. With this,
It's
with this,
mandatory.
with this method, you can use any number of classes. So you can create in the subclass, you can create another classes. So but must have to use this calculate interest. You can create one another method like delay. You can create any number of methods in the subclasses, but you must have to use this parent method in this subclass.
Parent method in all the subclasses.
With that, you can create any number of methods. Depends on your requirement. Okay. This is
Mm-hmm.
the concept of
Yes, ma'am.
interface. So I will give you one simple example. If you take the scenario of school, okay. What school students have? School student must have to. They have to wear the uniform regularly, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
dress code, uniform. With the uniform, they have to wear the ID card and a tie and belt. So that is regular thing. I mean, you
Those
for the uniform.
subclasses. Those are
So
subclasses.
that we can take it as here. We can take uniform here. So with that, so if I am taking separate, this is related to uh, student. Okay, this is related to student. Suppose I'm taking student. Okay, so the method name is uniform. That may be anything. So, but regular, what the school is having the uniform, that must have to wear each student, right? So what? So here I am taking one student name, that is Suresh. So for this, I am creating one method. So what Suresh is containing, he must have to follow the wear the uniform, right? We Yes, just I am giving simple example. With that, you can understand what is the exact definition. So in the interest rate,
The
calculated
exact
interest
procedure
rate,
is that whatever method we are using in parent class, all the
we have to
subclasses
use
should
the
have the
so
same method class.
so for the so madam, I mean teacher is telling like each student she is giving some other things also like so here what I am taking this is related to Suresh class. So uh, so he is inherited from student. Okay, so he's having uniform method through that. So teacher is having some cap to him. So I am creating method for the cap. So for the cap, some functionality. Next, I am creating one more subclass like this is related to student. That extra method is cap. He is wearing cap. Okay. Next, he must have one method. So I'm taking one more name, right? Some. So what he has to follow the method. What we have to use
Uniform.
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 He has to use uniform method definitely. With this, you can use any other method. So I'm taking teacher is giving specs. This is one more method. For this one functionality. Like this, you can use any number. So Imran. For Imrana, so what is the regular uniform?
Uniform.
So with this, I'm giving the
One more method.
anything, any other thing we can give a bag, right? This is one method.
Backbench.
So like this, we can implement. So this is the real. This is some simple example. Student. So this is inherited from student.
Ma'am, for interest for saving account, you're using self dot balance into 0.05. So is it like balance into 7% or 5%?
7%. Yes, yes. See this output.
Saving
So if
account
I'm
5.
giving,
Okay.
I'm giving 100 here. So
Mm-hmm.
5% means 5 rupees. So see this. So interest rate is 5 rupees. Next. So you can understand the concept, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am, we
through
can
this
understand.
concept,
But I'm saying the
now,
return statement, what we are getting. Like we are
so
using self giver,
so we have
then
to
dot
implement, we have to create an object. So in that object, I am passing the argument. So what are the argument we have? For the first one, it's expecting balance. With that only we can
balance.
calculate the interest, right? We must have to give the, we must have to create the constructor method over here, because for with the balance only we can find the interest rate, right? That's why I'm creating one constructor for the saving account, one constructor for the fixed deposit, one constructor for the current account. But I am taking the different parameter. For the saving account, I am taking balance. With this balance, my interest rate is 5%. In the fixed deposit, so we can deposit an account with it's having some duration, right? Like 1 year or 2 years, 2 months, 3 months, like that, 9 months. It's taking like that, right? So I'm calculating this with the years. So that is the duration. So here we can consider
Ma'am,
as
I didn't get you, ma'am. Ma'am, I didn't get you. Balance into 0.07 is 7% you're taking in the balance, and self load
so
duration is.
for this fixed deposit, I am taking the interest rate as 7%. Okay,
So you're taking two arguments. One is balance, and the second one is duration.
duration. For this, I am taking separately total. This is related to above one only.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
fixed deposit, I am taking. This is fixed deposit, separate class, right? Separate
Yes,
subclass.
ma'am.
So I'm taking separate interest rate for this. So how we can calculate the interest rate based on the duration? We can fix the deposit like years wise, like that. We can take like 9 months.
Duration. Why we are using colon, ma'am, then dot 2f? What is that?
So I will remove this one if we get
Yeah,
any error.
it's like confusing why we are using
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So are we going to get the answer?
Okay, okay. It's taking the decimal values. So see, yes. So that's why to remove that one we are taking. So dot 2f.
So 2f is what?
Yeah, yeah. Just wait. Let me give time. So this is related to dot 2f fraction. I think yes. So after this, it will take the two digits. F means fraction values. Fraction only, right? We are telling. After dot,
Uh,
we are mentioning anything that is decimal or
but
fraction
we are
value.
using colon.
So here we are
Why we are
mentioning the,
using colon?
so to specify the after dot, if we want to specify, we have to use the colon. So up to this, what it will take 5%. So
5%. But what is the meaning of colon dot?
or else you can remove. Then you can understand. So I will search for this. So you can understand with this, right? Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
we can understand with this, but before earlier it was colon
Yeah,
dot. What it is?
I will explain tomorrow.
It's something advanced.
Yes. So
If it is
now,
something advanced, ma'am, just let me know
so
how do we write that.
yes, yes. To remove this decimal values, to fix these decimal values, we have to use that colon 2a. But why we are using colon, I will search and I will tell you, because I too don't
Okay,
know.
ma'am.
Okay. So I am writing that itself. Okay. So we can get that like this, right? This is related to interface. If you want to understand that clearly, you can go through this. See, an interface is like a rule book.
Mm-hmm.
So rule book is having the same paper set, same format. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will try. Yeah, yeah. I will take that one. Class animal. Okay. Oh, sorry, sorry. First, we have to create one of main class. Then, what we have to use? Same method, right? We have to use def. You have to. Shall I revise this one? Okay, fine. Okay. So this is having one class. What is that class? Account. So that may be any account. In the bank, we are having different types of account, right? That is, that is this one. This subclasses, all subclasses types of account. One is saving account, one is fixed deposit account, current account. I'm taking three subclasses, three types of accounts. So in that, first what we have to create, so we are creating one method for the base class. What is the method? Calculate interest. Okay. You can pause, you don't have to pause anything here. Just you have to use this
Ma'am,
method.
you didn't said, ma'am, what is the meaning of pass keyword?
Okay, just right. Yes, it will give the clarification. That's why. With the example, you can understand. So in Python, we use pass statement as a placeholder. It does nothing when executed. So if we don't want to execute, we don't want to print anything at that time, we have to use the pass. If we are not passing anything in the function, it will give an error. That's what we have to use the pass. If you don't want to print anything for this function, we have to use the keyword pass. See this? What is pass abbreviation you want? That's what I am telling. See, I am removing this one. We got error, right? Expecting indented black after function. I mean, this function must have to expecting some substatement, right? So we have to create any method or any variable declaration like that. Yes. If you, so it's having some method and some variable definition, right? So I don't want to pass anything here, but I want to implement this method. I want to implement this method. To execute this function, we have to, so we don't have to print anything. Just if you are passing like
No,
this,
whenever we don't have any arguments or any attributes, any variables we don't want to assign it, then we
yes.
can write it as pass there.
So,
That's it.
so see this. If I want to execute this method, if I want to execute this method, it's expecting some methods and variable definition. This all
So,
things.
ma'am, we used to use a self as a keyword, then dot, then at variable what we want to write, and then equal to variable name.
So we have to use this all thing over here.
Yeah. So right now we are not using those things. So we are writing as pass.
To avoid this all, if you want to execute this method, to avoid this, I mean, without this all also, I want to execute this method. At that time, we have to just give the pass. This will be executed directly. But it won't print anything, it won't do any functionality. Just it will be executed.
Ma'am, one more question I'm having. We are writing past, we can understand. And if we have changed our mind and we want to write all the attributes there, variables, assigning all the variables, can we do that or no?
I'm writing one thing, 1 second. So animal, for animal, uh, so I'm giving this pass. Okay. So is it executing anything? But it's not giving any error, right? So same
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one. If I am creating like with variables. So how we can create a variables? By using constructor. Self name, right? So we have to start our class. Time is going up. Okay. Name self dot name equal name. Okay. So if I want to execute this, it will be executed. How we can access? It will be printed. If we want to access, we can access. Do we access this one? So try this one. A equal animal. So we can create an object. Okay, it's not giving any error. Do we have any method or any variable here? So we cannot print anything with this. Just we can execute it without error. We can execute this function. Yes, if you want to execute this function without any variable or any methods, we have to use the pass. If you want to print anything, you can use these methods and variables. So now we can access the variables and methods, right? So what is consisting? Name. Okay. They mistake anything? And so animal is expecting any name? Yes. See, not anyone. It's okay. So it's printing something, right? But when we are passing like pass, it won't print anything. Okay, we will connect in our regular class. Time is going up. Okay, I don't know. Once check. Yeah, tell her to join our regular session. Yes, yes. So I completed both concept, right? So I have to close this.